question is Magic Kingdom! It's open! We are here for the Passholder Preview, and I might get a little emotional. Let's go. Spots are marked all the way back here for the ferry.
Apparently it's standing room only on the ferry.
It is, I don't have my watch on, like 10 a.m. And this is how we're entering Magic Kingdom. This is fantastic. For today, for the reservations, you have to have a printout of the confirmation, your pass, and your photo ID. That's what they said on the website, at least. We'll see how it is once we get up there. I'm also interested to see if we're going to have to touch anything. I'm guessing no, which is why they probably require the photo ID. First things first, the castle has finished its rehab and has its new paint job. I think it's gorgeous. I know a lot of people don't necessarily agree, but I think it is positively stunning. We'll go get that closer up too. I love it. It's so pretty. Man, 10:30 a.m. We just saw a mini version of Move It, Shake It, Celebrate It. They're just going through really fast. They're not stopping at all. All along Main Street, all the shops, all the doors are closed except for the entrances. So all the shops now only have one clear entrance. Everything else is an exit, and there are signs everywhere. And even like outside Starbucks, which is the emptiest I've ever seen it, they've got spacers for the line going outdoors. I love it. I think it is perfect. Should have been like this all along. It's amazing. So this is wonderful. It's great to be here, but I don't really know how long we'll get to keep these parks open. Out in California, the unions protested and they didn't even open up. But here in Orlando, it's the wild, wild west. And we did it anyway. But Miami's already shutting back down. I have a feeling Orlando's going to be right behind them. So I'm going to enjoy this day as much as I possibly can. 5 minutes for Buzz Lightyear at 11 in the morning. Usually by now, it'd be up to 45, 60 minutes easily. Just walk right on. So the reservation system goes into effect on Friday, July 11th, when Magic Kingdom and the Animal Kingdom have their official opening. And surprise, when the reservation system opened, it was full of glitches, full of bugs. Hard for a lot of people to get reservations. Like as of now, I, as a pass holder, cannot even get a reservation for anything in August. I'm hoping that will change, we'll see. A lot of people are very angry, which I completely understand, but at the same time, when people hear that something at Disney is limited, anyone who experienced trying to ride Rise of the Resistance or do the rope drop for Flight of Passage knows that when you hear that something is limited at Disney, people show up hours and hours and hours in advance, and you have a huge crowd. And the whole point of all of this is to avoid huge crowds. So I knew from the get-go, once they started talking about limited capacity, that the whole Disney system would have to change. But I didn't see any way to make that change be effective and also keep people happy. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to Disney and how they feel experiencing it over the next few months. But again, I'm grateful to be here today and to have gotten in for the pass holder preview, because a lot of pass holders didn't even get to do this today. So we're very fortunate and we're not taking it for granted. We are so lucky today because we are joined by our very good friend Leslie. Leslie is a YouTuber. She has a channel dedicated to showing you filming locations. It's called Leslie Love. Check it out. She goes all over the country, actually all over the world now, because now she's starting to go a little international. So if you are into movies and like seeing like where they're made so that you can actually go see the locations yourself, give her channel a glance. Give her a subscribe, give her a follow. Yay! Thank no, thank you. So far, the longest way we've seen Space Mountain, 15 minutes. And they're just staggered throughout the line, but it's probably because of how they have to sanitize the seats between the guests going on the ride. They do every other seat, and then the next round they seat those seats and then sanitize the other two. It's a very efficient system, but again, 15 minutes for Space Mountain at 11 a.m. when it's usually 90 minutes, I'll take it, fine with me. Taking an AC break in the Tomorrowland merchandise shop. Again, one entrance, one exit, markers everywhere on the ground for where to stand in line. Everyone's being super respectful and keeping their face coverings on. And the AC feels really nice. It's hot.
What's Tron?
Tron is a movie from the 80s. And they had a sequel like in 2010.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
And they're like inside a computer and they're on these like light speed bikes. And so on the ride, you get to be on the bikes.
Oh.
They've had the seats
I
for
know
them.
what it is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's Tron? So during the shutdown, they have obviously continued construction on Tron. And it looks like a lot more of the building and the outer track has been completed since the last time I saw this in March. So maybe by the time things are normal in 2021, when we're supposed to have the 50-year celebration, it'll be done. That'd be great. Not surprised at all to see that there is still quite a bit of a wait for Mine Train. We'll get up here and see what it actually is. 30 minutes, which on a normal day, amazing. 30 minutes at noon. This would normally be up to like 2.5, 3 hours by now. We can see on it, they're only seating every other row. And the Friar's Nook is closed. That's a bummer. I love that place. You can now make in-park dining reservations, but if you have a restaurant that you love and that you're used to, make sure you look at it first before you make your reservation, because like for Be Our Guest, they don't have breakfast anymore right now, and the counter service lunch is gone. So lunchtime and dinner time are both seated and it's the same menu now. That's it. So so weird to see Belle's Village empty. The gift shop here and Gaston's Tavern are both closed. I thought they were supposed to be open. I'm guessing it's just for Annual Passholder Preview, and that it will be open once the park is at regular opening on Friday. They did say that for today, for the Annual Passholder Preview, that maybe not every location would be available, which with them probably trying to save labor right now does make sense. So in anticipation for Mine Train having the long wait like normal, it actually extends all the way around over here into going in front of Ariel. They closed down the snack stand over there, and it goes all the way back there. And they've also put in all these little umbrellas too for shade along the way. Amazing. But they turned it into a relaxation station.
Did you find everything okay? Oh yeah. Once I got here, I was like, okay, I gotta remember where something is. Thank you.
So we are inside the tent in Storybook Circus, where you would normally meet Minnie, Daisy, Donald, Goofy, and now they've changed it into a relaxation station where they've cranked the AC. They have lots of tables. You can take your mask off as long as you stay away from people, and you can just chill out. But the mood is very somber. I feel like I'm in a library, but this feels great. They just had the stepsisters out on the back balcony of Cinderella's castle, but we missed them for video. Whoops. 15 minutes for Peter Pan. Absolutely unheard of. And I'll bet it's not even a real 15 minutes. Like Space Mountain, you just walked on. It wasn't even an actual 15 minutes. I'll bet it's the same for this one too. One of the biggest things that's been talked about is the Haunted Mansion, because of course they let you in as a big crowd, and you go through the stretch room, you know, and you're enclosed and it's a big crowd, so how are they going to handle that? And it's so sad, but now they have stanchions up and you just move and just walk straight through all those lines, and you just go through the rooms like a normal ride, and you don't actually stop, and they don't actually have the pre-show, and then you walk through to the Doom Buggy, and it's business as usual. My favorite park snack that I had to be turned on to by Theme Park Justin, pickles.
Especially on a hot day like
On a hot day? Hello. I think you've missed us. I think you've missed all the people. You know. I feel like Snow White. I think they missed the non-stop buffet they get from all the tourists. They're so tame. Got them on both sides. Hi. Hi, buddy. My pickle met a strange end. One of the ducks actually grabbed it out of my hand. And then they remembered, no, they don't like them. See, I told you you wouldn't like it. I tried to tell you. I'm going to dispose of this now. Thank you, ducks. So they're just doing random like cavalcade things throughout the day. So right now we've got Tinkerbell. Places that are open, like Pecos Bills, Cosmic Rays, you have to mobile order, and they don't let you in until your order is ready. And so you have to order outside, show them you have an order, and then when it's ready, you go in. Announcements that has happened during the shutdown was that they're going to be retheming Splash Mountain into Princess and the Frog. So that's why I made today's ensemble to represent this very monumental decision. I don't know the actual date that they're going to be shutting it down yet, but everyone is going on this ride to say goodbye to the laughing place. So Dole Whips also have to be mobile ordered, which we're doing right now. And look, we found Tour Guide Skipper! Yay!
I'm smiling.
I'm smiling.
Kidding.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So good and melty. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm Tour Guide Barbi. Let us know what you think about all this craziness. I look forward in the coming weeks to show you what it's like once the reservation system has kicked in and it's open to the general public to see what's different. Very excited to see what Epcot is doing with this new festival that's happening as long as we get to remain open. If you could, please give us a comment, give us a like. Of course, don't forget to hit subscribe. Thank you so much.
Say it loud though.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Class dismissed! Class dismissed. God bless.
I don't know. I thought you said class this.
No, class dismissed. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Class dismissed!
Barbi, 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 Barbi.
So, of course, one of the biggest announcements, once everything is open with the reservations.
Thank you for visiting us today. Just a few reminders. Please wear a face covering. Clean your hands often and thoroughly.
Done.
Cover your mouth and nose when coughing and sneezing, and maintain physical distancing.
You'll be our guest marks. Do you want? Oh man, hold on. Oh, jeez. Ah. People talk about glasses fogging up and I'm like, all right, whatever, but I literally could not see a foot in front of me, like not even inches. Invest in some anti-fog if you have eyeglasses or your sunglass wearer.
It's not a thing.
That is a thing. They make it for scuba divers for their lenses.
That's not, you can't get anti-fog.
Yes, you can.
I'm just here to attest to the fact that there's no such thing as anti-fog.
There is a thing. That's a real thing.
I don't believe it. I think it's a made-up lie.
All right. Well, wait till I tell you about gravity. What are you gonna say about that?
Gravity's also a hook.
Uh-huh.